What's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today's topic is going to be the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals and how the New York Jets laid an absolute egg against the awful Bengals team. But before we get started, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY, and if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. So now that we got the housekeeping stuff out of the way, let's jump right into today's action. Jets get the ball to start the game, and they're actually moving the ball a little bit. They get down the field, but something that I noticed on this drive was drops. There had to be at least 3 drops. The first play of the game, Le'Veon Bell dropped the ball. Anderson in the end zone, was it underthrown? Yes, I would probably lean towards it being a little bit more underthrown, but he still got his hands on it. And then Braxton Berrios dropped a sure first down. That would have put him at 1st and goal. Nonetheless, ton of drops. Jets settle for 3. Next possession, the Cincinnati Bengals get it. They end up picking up a first down or 2. They end up punting, though. And something that I noticed was Brian Poole gets banged up. Now, the Jets secondary did get banged up a lot in this game. Arthur Mollett would have to come out for a little bit. Jamal Adams, after the game, had a walking boot. Wasn't the best game for the secondary, but Poole has been one of the best cornerbacks on this Jets roster, probably the best free agent signing from this past offseason, and to see him have to leave was definitely worrisome. Now the Jets offense just completely regressed. They went into a shell of their former self, or I guess it's more like their former self. The last 3 weeks has been a mirage, maybe. So Jets go 3 and out. They punt it away. Bengals move the ball. Touchdown pass to Taj Boyd. They go up 7-3. Jets go 3 and out again. Bengals get the ball. They're moving it. A drop touchdown pass, for the moment, saves the Jets. Bengals settle for 3. 10-3 lead. Starting to sweat if you're a New York Jets fan. Later in the second quarter, a Neville Hewitt pass interference would put the ball on a 1st and goal opportunity. Joe Mixon would run it in. 17-3 is what you'd be looking at, and the Jets get the ball again. And for some reason, Ty Montgomery ran it out of the end zone. He did that twice in the first half, and both times there was a holding penalty, which brought the Jets back inside their own 10-yard line. Just please, for the love of God, take a knee. Get the ball on the 25-yard line. At the half, it was 17-6, and this game was pretty much over with because the Jets didn't do anything the rest of the way. They weren't able to do anything in the first half. The only bright side was Robbie Anderson. Anderson had 101 receiving yards, a good day for him. He's looked better recently, which I guess is the one positive I have to say, is at least Robbie Anderson had a good game. Darnold threw for over 230 yards. His completion percentage was around 58%, I think. He was 24 of 40. No, that's be more than that. 28 of 48, maybe something like that. Not the best day, though, for the Jets offense at all. We're going to get more into the second half. So Jets have the ball inside their own 5. Takes a snap. There's a holding penalty in the end zone, which results in a safety. Just a complete disaster. Bengals would kick a field goal going up 22-6 at this point, and that would end up being the final score, 22-6. At the end of the game, Darnold got shaken up briefly. I mean, he got hit a ton. This was the worst game played by the offensive line in weeks. They looked a lot better the last 3 weeks or so. Today, they looked like hot garbage, as did the rest of the team. And Adam Gase now drops to 4-8 on the year and 1-9 in his last 10 games against AFC opponents. Not good. This loss was historic because they're the only team in NFL history to lose to multiple 0-7 teams. They lost to the 0-7 Dolphins, and then they lost to the 0-11 Bengals. So twice this year, the Jets have gave 2 awful teams trying to lose football games wins. And there's no excuse for Adam Gase. Yes, he coached a phenomenal game last week. I give him credit for it. He coached a very good game against the Oakland Raiders. This was not. This was an awful team that his team wasn't ready to go for. And the game plan was god-awful. They ran the ball with Le'Veon Bell 10 times. And almost every single carry was right through the A-gap, which is manned by Geno Atkins, one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league. Did they set up natural screen passes to Le'Veon Bell? Did they try to run to the outside, counter, anything? No. Halfback dives. That's it. Right into the A-gap, Le'Veon Bell. It didn't work. It hasn't worked all year long. 10 carries for 32 yards. Not going to cut it. You have to do better than that. Have to. 25 times in Adam Gase's coaching career, he has lost by double digits. 25. He has 34 losses in his career. He is 27-34. I don't know what else to say. He is not a good football coach. He's mediocre. I mean, at this point, before the season started, let's be real for a second. I said the Jets were going to go 8-8. I think most people said they were going to be 7, 8, 9 win team. Probably now, what do you think they win? 5 or 6 games? Let's say 6. We'll say they get 2 wins over the next month of the season. 2 wins. Brings you to 6-10. That is still him underachieving. How you are able to justify bringing Adam Gase back for next year, despite this performance, is really mind-boggling. Gase's goal was to play meaningful December football. They didn't. They didn't. They are at 4-8 on December 1st. 4-8. There's not really a whole lot to say. You just got embarrassed by an 0-11 team. I don't know how you can give a vote of confidence to this coach. Yes, he looked better against Oakland, the Redskins, and the Giants, but things came crashing back down to earth extremely hard. In half of their games this year, they've scored a touchdown or less. This offense is just not good enough. And it's not Darnold because he made enough plays. He's still in an awful game. Sacked him a million times, had pressure in his face the whole time, still threw for over 230 yards. He didn't turn the ball over. Was he great? No, but he was fine given the circumstances. The game plan was terrible. I really don't know what else to say. This coach stinks. He's not a good coach. And the Jets have I thought a gimme game against Miami, but they won this week, and the Jets lost to an 0-11 Cincinnati Bengals team. So who the hell knows what's going to happen here with the New York Jets? Real ugly one. Well, you guys know what to do. Below, sell the team shirts and fire Adam Gase shirts as well if you want them. I always link them in the bio, but I'm going to say it in this video because I feel like a lot of people are going to be pissed off like I am. So there you go. Get your shirt down below. Get at me on social media if you want to vent about it or in the comments. I'll mix it up with you guys in the comments. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Talk to you guys next time.